All right, I just got finished adding this contact into my mobile app, and I'm going to add a tag to put him into our pipeline. So basically, he's a hot lead. So in the top left corner up here, you see tags. You can hit that, or you can also scroll to the bottom and you'll see actions drop down, and then you'll see tags on actions. But the fastest way is just hit the tags right here, and then find your appropriate tag on the page. So this one is hot lead because it just came in. So we're gonna put hot lead inside of it. Okay, and then we're gonna hit save. Now what this should do is add the contact to the opportunity pipeline for, I believe, marketing pipeline because this is a new lead. So first thing I'm gonna do is go to the pipeline, and if you go down here, actually, I'm sorry, go back, go to your menu, go to opportunities, not client intake, switch to, on the bottom, switch to marketing pipeline, and the testing lead should be there. Okay, there it is right there. All right, so got two leads here. One is that testing one. All right, so let's say if we talk to them again, and we qualified them. Okay, let's go save. How do you open this? Let's see. Okay, so look, we can move through this pipeline, but we don't want to do that. Let's say if we're talking to them, we just got off the phone, and then we want to say, okay, well, they're qualified. So let me go ahead and hit the qualified, remove that other one. But yeah, basically qualified, and hit save. Make sure you hit save at the top. So that should move them to the next pipeline because they're qualified. So that should take them hopefully out of the marketing pipeline and into the client intake pipeline. So what we're going to do is go back, check our opportunities again, and switch over in the top right here, switch over to client intake, and it should have been added to a qualified. There they are, right there. So now they're qualified. So you see them in that right there. So let's say if now that they're qualified, someone else on your team calls them. They go to the profile. They call them. They talk to them again, and they negotiated a contract with them. Here's where it's gonna get kind of complicated because let's see. Let me see if I got my email pulled up before I even do this. Let me pull up my email. Well, I'm just gonna do it from here first. So let's see. Oops. Some of these qualified, so I'm gonna pull them up, and then like I said, we talk to them, and we find out that they agreed to, let's say, a 40% contract, right? So a wide law 40% contract needs to be sent off. So I'm going to send this contract to them right here. So we hit that button right there, and then hit save. And now that has been updated. I just wondering why it's going to test tab. All right, great. So as you see, it says contract sent, and from there, it should be moved in the opportunities, or your pipeline should be moved down to contract sent. Okay, boom, it's right there. Okay, now that the contract's been sent, I really can't check the email. Crap, I can't check the email because I was sent to eTech Millie. Try not to do that. Let's edit this one, and let's do it from here because I have access to this email. So we're going to do the same exact workflow, which is now they're qualified. So I'm going to put a qualified, save it. Okay, so now that they're qualified, it should be in the opportunity. Let's check our pipeline. Marking pipeline. No. Switch over to the client intake pipeline because it should have been moved over there. Okay, there it is, qualified. Okay, so your team sees them in here. Okay, so we have one person that's qualified. So they'll hit this blue circle and hit the green circle, right beside their name to pull up their profile. And then they spoke with them again. They hit the tag button. Like I said, if we're going to send the 40% law, a wide law contract, because that's what they negotiated. And tag added successfully. And then hopefully check the email. So, okay. The alert goes out to your team, letting you know that, hey, the contract's been sent. So if that's the case, this is on the client side. They'll be checking their email. Okay. Hold on one moment. Boom. And then on their side, they'll get this right here. So, number one, they'll get an email that says Trust Amani Consultants. We got to add a flavor con on your account. So let's see an icon right here. So it'll come in, it'll say, here's your intake form. This is before they even receive their contract. They'll get this email right here. Important, use our website to begin your intake. And it says all this important stuff. Click below when you're ready. So they click that, and it takes them straight to the website intake form, which is kind of like a way for them to get started really, really quick without them having to, wait on you guys to do everything. Plus, it's like a double confirmation. They're going to put their name and phone number and stuff like that inside here. Okay? And then you guys, of course, are going to follow up and make sure that since they're qualified, all of that information, gets filled out. And then, like I said, the next email would be, hey, they agreed to a 40% contract. So this right here is sent to them. Your logo, document for their name, hi, whatever name there is. Amani Consultant INC sent you a document. Please click below. Now it says a document. I think you can name these documents. So it'll say sent you a 40% award contract, or it'll say something, whatever, whatever you name it. But right now it's just a document. So they hit view document. And from there, it'll take them to your contract. Start filling out at the top. As you see, it automatically is going to fill in what needs to be filled in. Oops. Testing. Okay. Signature. Accept and sign. Today's date. Hit the button. Address. Test. Next, select that date. Date of birth. Oh, goodness gracious. That's annoying. Alright. Social security number. Okay. Cell phone number. Emergency contact name. Contact number. How did you hear about us? Okay, and then hit finish. Success. You sign a document. We send an email with a signed copy for reference. Okay, so that's been sent out. Your team is getting a notification saying, "Hey, the contact has signed the contract." On the client side, they're going to get this email right here, confirmed, agreement sent. Okay, let's switch back over to our side. You're looking at their profile. No, not even that. You're looking at your opportunities now. You come to the office. Like, well, who signed the contract? As you can see, everybody who signed the contract is right here. And this is the last automated step I have in your system because you will have to manually put the next tag on for telemed documents. So say you've already looked at the contract, you saw it signed, and you've done their telemed and everything like that. You're going to do the same exact steps. You're going to open up their profile by hitting the little circle icon. Hitting this circle brings up their profile. And you want to add the tag. It should have automatically add tag contract signed. I believe it's documents well, intake complete would have been added on by now because we've done the intake process, so that'll be something to confirm. They already got the contract received, contract signed, and then I believe it's documents uploaded. So we're going to add a documents uploaded because they should have uploaded their documents and everything like that to the telemed. That's what we're confirming. So someone on your team confirmed that, hey, I checked your telemed, everything's good, and you should tell your team to add the tag of docs uploaded so that it'll move down the pipeline. I believe that's what happens next. So we're gonna add those tags on there. All right. Once those tags are added in, let's see. I believe it should go to telemeds on that. It looks like it doesn't move. So what I'll have to do is add a, yeah, exactly. I'm looking at it on the back office, and the tag is added, but the automation, I think you just have to manually just move them. So right now it's manual, because like I said, I automated the pipeline up to this point because I don't know when you guys are gonna have that done. But the whole point is I'm still gonna add an automation when that tag is added, documents uploaded. It'll move to this. Oh, my bad. So you guys gotta manually add them to the telemed documents need uploading. Okay, boom. That's the next thing. So after they sign the contract, manually hit this button right here on the bottom corner to move them over to telemed documents need uploading, and then documents upload should. Let me try, see if I can remove tag and see if it'll work still. Alright, so save that. I see that in the back office it was the opportunity moved over also. Alright, so let's test this and see if I don't think I added this automation, but that'll be the next one I do. So when you add this tag, it'll move them down the pipeline, so you don't have to manually do it. But the tag is documents uploaded because they upload the documents. It's right here. Okay, now that tag's been added, I'm gonna wait a few seconds and see if it'll move down from documents need uploaded to confirmed telemed documents. But other than that, it should be a little more hands-on by the time the prospect gets down or the client gets down to this stage. So either or, I would love for you guys to be a little more hands-on around this time. So let's check the pipeline, see if it moved down. I don't think it's going to move down because I don't remember building an automation that sends it to the next one. Contract signed, documents need uploading, confirmed. Yeah, exactly. So it'll have to be manually done by hitting that button right there, and then finding that, hey, okay, yeah, we did confirm the telemed documents, and then someone internally just move it down the pipeline like so, and then it's a little more hands-on, you know. So someone needs to manually do it right now, but I'm going to add this automation for it to be moved down the pipeline right now. I know it was a long video. I really appreciate you watching this. Hopefully this helps. Keep testing the system. Let me know if it's not working for you, because yesterday when I tried this, it didn't work. But I think the reason why it didn't work is because I didn't save the name and email and stuff like that. I just called the number, or I believe he called us. Anyway, we just called the number. We did not put the details in, like the name and the email and stuff like that. And we added hot lead after hanging up the phone. And I think because there was no contact information, it didn't move down. But I'm not really sure. But as you saw this morning, it works. So just call me whenever you need me. I'm going to be in the field. I should be available later on today. All right.